this video, I want to show you the first of a series of movements that really work on combining mobility through certain segments and stability through others. And so the first movement I'm teaching you is just kind of traveling forward and backwards using kind of a ape-like position. So we have three options. Number one, just squat down into this position where you're going to kind of take your hands and you're going to place them inside of your legs. Now you notice my palms are not flat. Kind of in this position, because what I want to do is to reach, to grab, pull myself through, much like an ape would be doing in terms of moving. Now, if you have more mobility and stability in the lumbar spine, then I want you to kind of come into this position where you can get the knees under the chest. Or if you're even better, you can sit flat on your feet flat and have your hands here. That's another option. I'm going to start in this position just because for most people this is going to be the easiest. Now the whole idea is to create a series of movements. We're going to reach, grab, and pull through. So we're transitioning weight from our feet into our hands. Then we're going to unload our feet and kick ourselves forward, just kind of like this. Now key thing is when you land, I want you to be back under control. You can just stand up at any point in time. So if I show you from the side, when you're here, when you reach, don't stay in this position, all right? You need to reach, come that position, but the spine, at that point I can stand up. So that would be a forward movement. So you can just do a series of them. You just simply come through, land, come through, land, and just kind of repeat those in succession. Next thing I can show you is how to do sideways movements. So same starting position, except if we're traveling that way to my left, this is the leading leg, this is the trailing leg. I take my hands outside the leading leg, I'm going to load, and I'm going to kind of kick my legs through, but I want you to work on the mobility of the hips. So I want you to really kick that leading leg out, really get a nice stretch, but you notice my toes are always facing forward. Why? So I can shift myself from one leg to the other and even change direction. So let me demonstrate. Hands go outside, I kick, but look at that position of that leg right there. Both feet are facing forward, which means I can shift, but I can also come back, right? So if I was to do a series of these, if I come back to the beginning, right here, it kind of look like something like this, where I reach, I kick, reach my hands across, kick, right? I can come back, kick, kick. Now we have one more, which gets a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more challenging. This one introduces a rear sweep, so it's really a nice way to open up the hips and to really get some nice rotation, pivoting off the foot. So much the same way as we did that side traveling, you'll do one of those, but then you're going to do what's called a rear sweep, which means you pivot off that one leg. So I'll demonstrate it again if I start here. So same movement, going to the side, here. Now, what changes is I come through here, but instead of kicking, I pivot around backwards, full 180, and then I go into the repetitive movement. So I'm going to do it traveling towards the camera. You can kind of see the pattern as it happens. So, the first movement is just a regular side. Come through here, pivots, right into a side, and I continue forward. All right, I'll go back. So here I am. Hands go to the outside. I shoot, I pivot, shoot, and then I would pivot.